You spend your entire childhood hearing the exact same promise: get top grades, get into a prestigious college, and your life is set. But graduation day feels entirely different when the promised job offers never actually materialize. Every single year in India, roughly 15 lakh students graduate with an engineering degree, stepping into a market that physically cannot absorb them all. And the numbers drop off a cliff from there. Nearly 40% of those general engineering graduates end up completely unemployed. Data from 2025 shows that even from top-tier institutions, around 30% of students walk away without a job. When companies are asked why they reject these candidates, the answer is remarkably consistent. These graduates have spent 4 years memorizing textbooks, but they possess zero practical, market-ready skills to actually help a business grow. Relying exclusively on the brand name of your college is a massive risk. If you don't supplement that academic paper with abilities the market is actually willing to pay for, you will be left behind. I want you to open your phone settings right now and check your screen time. For most of you, that number is sitting between 4 to 8 hours a day. That is half your waking life spent passively swiping through Instagram Reels and YouTube Shorts. This brings us to a straightforward proposition: the 1-hour skill swap. You commit to taking 60 minutes of wasted daily screen time and reallocating it toward learning a high-leverage skill for the next 6 months. Why? Because while the traditional corporate hiring market is flatlining, the AI generation market is exploding, currently surpassing $17 billion in value. There is immense financial opportunity sitting right there. Transitioning from an anxious, unemployed graduate to someone who earns independently means making a choice today. You have to trade the comfort of doom scrolling for the friction of rigorous self-education. The first skill on this list is AI prompting. This involves translating complex business needs into precise, structured instructions that guide an AI model toward a specific professional output. You start with 21 consecutive days of manual interaction to understand how these models respond to different command structures. However, it takes roughly 6 months of consistent study and testing before you can bridge the gap from basic familiarity to professional competency. After that 6-month investment, you can begin offering specialized services like high-quality B2B copy, video scripts for creators, or SEO content for professionals online. But here is the trade-off. Because the barrier to entry is so incredibly low, the market is crowded. To actually make money, you will have to aggressively cold pitch clients and prove your prompts yield better results than their own attempts. That transitions us perfectly into our second digital path: AI website and landing page building, a skill that now requires absolutely zero knowledge of coding languages like Java or HTML. Using advanced tools, you can build fully functional, visually striking websites in a matter of minutes. You can then sell these sites for a very reasonable fee to local businesses, like neighborhood gyms or cafes that desperately need an online presence. The technology is lightning fast, but the catch is in the client acquisition. Securing these deals requires hours of localized, face-to-face B2B sales groundwork. You have to walk into their shops and physically show them your free samples. Let's plot these first 2 skills into an ROI evaluation frame so you can see exactly what you are signing up for. The takeaway here is clear. AI tools have completely eliminated the technical barrier to entry, but in doing so, they have shifted the friction entirely onto your ability to hustle and sell.
If you want to step away from digital sales entirely, look at a highly physical, event-based skill: wedding photography and reel shooting. To start, you will need to shoot 2 to 3 weddings completely for free. This builds an initial portfolio that you can host on an Instagram page to prove your aesthetic. Once you have proof of work, you tap into a high-budget, high-demand local industry. Couples are increasingly hiring dedicated creators just for social media. A couple of viral reels, and clients will automatically start coming to you. The reality check? You are sacrificing your weekends. It demands a massive physical energy output to navigate crowded events, and you do need baseline access to decent camera or phone gear to start. While this path lets you completely bypass the intense global competition of online freelancing, it heavily taxes your physical bandwidth and your personal time. The fourth skill requires a different kind of nerve: meta ads management. This is a highly lucrative, complex engine for driving revenue to local businesses. prepare for a steep learning curve. It will take you 2 to 4 months of studying free courses and running test campaigns before you truly understand how the back end of the ad platform operates. If you stick with it, you become an indispensable asset. When you know how to reliably turn a company's ad budget into actual paying customers, you hold direct leverage over their growth. But understand the stakes. You are managing other people's money. If your campaigns fail and you burn through their budget, your poor performance directly damages their livelihood. When we drop it into our chart, you can see it maxes out both columns. Meta ads is the ultimate high-risk, high-reward play. It directly ties your personal value to your client's bottom-line revenue. The fifth and final skill, communication, functions as the mandatory multiplier for the other 4 technical abilities. The work here happens offline. You need to dedicate 15 to 20 minutes every single day to deliberately practice your body language, maintain solid eye contact, and control your speaking pace. Do this correctly, and you gain the ability to project quiet confidence. That confidence is exactly what converts your raw technical abilities into signed contracts and paying clients. The downside? If you are an introvert, this will be highly uncomfortable. Furthermore, the results are entirely qualitative and notoriously slow to manifest. But without baseline communication skills, a technically perfect AI prompt or a brilliant ad strategy will simply never result in a paycheck. You have to be able to talk to people. Let's clarify your decision. We can map these paths onto a simple framework based on your tolerance for friction and your desired impact on income. If you are highly analytical and willing to endure a steep learning curve, you belong in the top right with meta ads. If you are a high-energy extrovert who thrives offline, Wedding Reels sits perfectly in the top left. And if you are a beginner with zero capital looking for the fastest entry point, AI prompting and web building drop right into the bottom right quadrant. Whichever path you choose, you have to abandon the internet's illusion of getting rich quick. You must embrace the awkward, frustrating friction of being a beginner for the next 6 months. We opened by looking at the thousands of students graduating from elite universities only to find closed doors. The reality of 2026 is uncompromising. A traditional degree might secure you a corporate interview, but only specific, monetizable skills will secure your paycheck. Take your screen time back and start building today.